would you describe that win? What did it feel like?
It felt good from the standpoint that, um, we did the things that Coach wanted us to do going into the game, better than we have done in the previous two. So from that standpoint, it was good. We executed the things he told us. So we felt like we made some pretty good progress, especially on the defensive end.
Did it feel like more of a complete game?
Yeah, I think in general, like I said, we defended better, we rebounded better, we even shared the ball, scored a lot of points, got out in transition some. So I think we can cut our turnovers down a little bit. That's the one negative I have, but as far as everything else, yeah, it was pretty complete.
You feel like, Elijah, you guys getting tested enough in these early ones? I mean, you obviously got a huge tournament coming up next week. These blowout wins, you guys getting what you need or getting tested enough in these?
Yeah, I mean, every team, you can't take any team for granted. These are all Division I basketball teams at the end of the day, and we just need to go out and worry about us. Well, what can we do as a team to play at our best, and we don't really worry about who we're playing. So, they've been good tests for us. We're a young team. We're trying to get better, and we're looking forward to Sunday.
Elijah, what was different for you tonight during the first couple games where you didn't shoot balls a lot?
Just I think I was pressing a little bit too much those first two games. I came out, kind of let the excitement get to me, and I kind of went back to forcing, kind of how I was playing the last 2 years at New Mexico. I came here to be more efficient and listen to the things that Coach Altman and the rest of the staff tell me to try and help me be a better player, more smart, more efficient. And I think tonight I kind of just let things come to me and try to get my teammates involved. But when I was open, I felt comfortable shooting it.
What would you think of this defensive performance from you guys today?
We played pretty well on defense. I think we can always improve. We can definitely get on the rebounds more. So I think overall we did pretty good. And, there's always room for improvement. We're going to work on it and we're going to get better.
You get a sense of the game progressed of people respecting Ken's presence as a rim protector?
Kenny's presence is definitely felt, having him in practice, knowing he's behind you, give you a sense of comfort. And, it really makes you play harder on the ball. So really having him there really helps the whole team. He's a difference maker. He's one of those guys that you don't see in the stat sheet, like when he's contesting shots and doing all that stuff. But, he's one of the most important players on the team.
But what's it been like these 3 games in now? Obviously, like I say, you guys have a big one coming up next week, the tournament. Do you feel like you're kind of getting into the offense, and how's your first 3 going?
Just getting my rhythm, not forcing anything and letting the game come to me. That's the one thing I've really been focusing on. Because earlier I was trying to force stuff and, I was taking bad shots and it wasn't too well. So I just let the game come to me and, works out pretty well.
Has been college game kind of been what you expected? Has it been a little faster, a little bit more than you expected early on?
It was definitely faster than I expected. But, working every day in practice, running up and down, eventually you get used to it. So it takes a little time. But it's pretty good.
Altman said you guys had probably your best practice to date on Wednesday. What clips for you guys in practice to be ready like this for tonight?
I think we just came out with an ultimate focus. We weren't extremely happy about the last 2 games. We did some good things, but obviously there was a lot to work on. And Coach Altman he does a really good job of putting things in perspective for us. Letting us know if we want to be as good as we all say we want to be, as good as we should be, then we need to come into practice every day focused, and it'll carry over to the game. And I think you saw that tonight.
And he challenges us. That's the beautiful thing about it. He challenges us every day. He tells guys, today I want you. You really focus on rebounding, defending. And, that's the main thing we really got to focus on as a team is rebound, defending. As long as we take care of that, the offense will take care of itself.
I know you guys haven't played for Dana for very long, but picking up his 6th win, what makes him so special as a coach in your eyes?
Answer that. You go first. You're older.
That's fair. I'm sorry. You said what makes Coach Altman so special? I think the way he pays attention to details, and he doesn't let anything go by. If it's anything that he feels is going to affect us in a negative way in terms of making us a good team, as good as we can be, then he makes sure he nips it right in the bud. No matter who he's talking to, he coaches everyone the same way. And he's just extremely detail-oriented. He tells us to focus on the little things because oftentimes those are the things that makes the difference between winning or losing. So he definitely just pays super close attention to the game. He loves the game, and, you know, we feed off of it.
Like Elijah said, you know, it's all in the little details. You know, a lot of people, you know, try to focus on the big things and they forget about the little things, and the little things are the things that really help you out. So the one thing really is, like he said, you know, just really focus on the small details, like running all the way, hitting the baseline, you know, just doing little things, screening, rolling properly, having proper technique on everything. And, you know, when you do that at an extremely high level, you know, you'll be successful.
Dana had said earlier in the year that you were reminding Peyton that you guys had beaten them in the World Cup. Are you still reminding them of that?
All the time. You know, as soon as Peyton starts opening his mouth and talking to me, I just remind him, gold medal. So, you know, we go a little back and forth with that. So it's a lot of fun. Love him to death.
Elijah, who had the best dunk tonight?
Is that a trick question? Me, obviously. You know, no, but it was funny because, you know, I hardly dunk, like especially in practice. So, you know, it was pretty cool to see.
I've never seen him dunk.
Yeah, they were all excited,
like,
and, you know, I tell them I got it still a little bit. You know, I've been in college this is my 5th year, but they like to mess with me, you know. So once I finally got one today, it was pretty exciting.
He got 2. I can't even talk.
I got 2. Yeah, they can't say anything to me after that.
What's more impressive, your dunk or Kenny's block?
It's got to be. Yeah, he had about 5 or 6 of them.
Block in the second half.
Oh, when he went up with 2. I mean, everything Kenny does is extremely impressive. You know, he, like Abu was talking about before, you know, he protects the rim at a very high level. And for a freshman to go up and make that play, you know, most guys will go up and, you know, try and swat at the ball or try and do something crazy. But he went up, like Coach Allman has been telling us, you know, with 2 hands, verticality, straight up, and he just blocked it like that. So not only the fact that he was just athletic enough to make the play, but he had enough wherewithal to know that someone's jumping into his body, and the proper way to defend it was just going straight up. So I'm impressed with him. I'm impressed with all the freshmen, for sure.
When MJ Cage got that dunk in the first half, and they called the timeout, the entire team ran out there. Could you explain that?
We love MJ. Obviously, you know, he was going through some things, just trying to figure out what he wanted to do. But, you know, whether he's with us every day or not, you know, which he's here now, we love him to death. He's a part of the team, just like everybody else. So, you know, for him to get out there, especially after not playing last year, you know, he's been getting some action and he's been looking really good, especially in practice. So when we saw MJ, you know, streak to the basket and get that dunk, we were pretty happy for him. You know, we all love each other, so we're excited when anyone does well.
Elijah, when you get some doubt after that big dunk and kind of talking on the bench a little bit, what were you saying when you kind of walked back to the bench there?
Just a little bit of what we were talking about. They were all, you know, asking me if I'm okay. Do I need to go back to the training room? You know, get my knees rubbed out or whatever it was. And they just were extremely surprised. And yeah, that's what all of them were telling me. I didn't know you could do that. You know, I didn't this. And I'm like,
I literally turned my head for 1 second, and then I just
you didn't see it?
I seen it. I turned, I looked back, and you stole the ball, and I was like, damn.
Oh yeah, I'm hunting them. I know. So
It's crazy.
if there's one I can take, I'm gonna take it. You know, you'll probably just see the basic 2-hand dunk for me. Though I don't know if I got that VJ bounce where I can mess around with it, but.
Anybody say anything to Peyton after his didn't go quite as well?
No, Coach was actually more mad about, you know, guys not getting back or, you know, running to the ball, chasing after the ball. So we've seen Peyton actually, you know, he's gotten a couple of dunks, especially in practice. Mm-hmm. But I was kind of surprised when he went up for that. I'll be honest.
Because he looked back, and I'm like,
he looked back. He started to get his steps,
like,
and I was like, is he about to try this right now? And hey, it almost went in. So, you know, he'll make the next one.